I'm Shredmaster Scott, and this video is called How Would Bach Play Judas Priest? We'll take Priest classic Breaking the Law and reinterpret it using Bach's prime, inversion, retrograde, and retrograde inversion.
Counterpoint is the interaction between two or more musical voices. Bach's fugues and inventions demonstrate this masterful craft in action. We'll be using Bach's prime, inversion, retrograde, and retrograde inversion to see how he might have interpreted Judas Priest's Breaking the Law. The question is, will Priest betray the Baroque big shot, or will the king of counterpoint teach the metal masters a lesson?
And here we go. Let's have a look underneath the hood. First up is the original riff, which we call the prime. We're in the key of A minor, which is relative to C major, no sharps or flats. The implied harmony is kind of a cool thing to take note of here. It starts with A minor. When you get to measure 3 here, a very clear F sound, which is connected with the Lydian mode. And then finally we move to a G major sound in the final measure.
Breaking the what?
Best practices?
Breaking the what?
Proposed regulations?
Breaking the what?
Up next is the inversion, which is the prime with the intervals reversed. So the first 3 notes in the prime go up. This is A, B, and C. And if we look at the first 3 notes in the inversion, they all go down. A, G, and F. So the prime and the inversion move like this in opposite directions. Bach side down.
Breaking the what?
Standard procedure.
Breaking the what?
Rules of counterpoint.
Breaking the what?
Next is the retrograde or Bachwards. You're so clever, Shred. This is just taking the prime and playing it backwards. So if you go to the end of the retrograde, you can see this is the prime or the original riff moving forwards. And finally we have the retrograde inversion. The same thing as that prime versus inversion, except between the retrograde and the retrograde inversion. So we're flipping the intervals of the retrograde. Oh shit, it's the Bach police. So I wrote a little guitar solo using the progression of Breaking the Law and all of the Bach variations. So you see a little section of the retrograde here, a little section of the prime there. That's the way to do it. By the way, you can grab the tab for this entire lesson in the description below. For $1 million! So where do you go from here? And the answer is make some music. Don't worry about following every stipulation and minutia of Bach's rules. Hell, if you just start messing with a riff using one of these ideas and it turns into something else, then great. The main reason for music theory is to enhance your creativity. Until next time, shred till you're dead.
Breaking the what?